So you're mainly doing energetic work, energetic and mindset work?
It's nervous system work, really,
Okay.
because your issues are stored in your tissues, right? Every event that has happened in your entire life, the memory of that you might think is in your mind, but the energy and the emotion is in your nervous system. So you want to keep the happy memories and you want to get rid of the unhappy memories, right?
Right.
So the work that I do dismantles that unhappy memory. Sorry, the shock, like when that happens to somebody, right, in a triggering event, right, that is something that can be constantly triggered or give somebody PTSD. So we work on finding when and how that happened and how you learned you needed to hold on to that nervous system stress response to protect yourself, right? So I work with people to manage what's going on in their current life first, because if their current life is chaotic, we're not going into any trauma healing
Yeah,
yet,
forget
right?
about it.
So we've got to take a few sessions and manage things, that are going on. And obviously, they need to be doing some of their own tapping and meditating and their own work, that I give them some simple stuff so that they get faster results and get closer to their goals faster, right? And then it's just an automatic divine guidance that we get to go back into their past. It just
Mm.
automatically happens. And
Mhm.
then we work on the big traumatic events, in a very safe and gentle way. And every single thing is bringing them back to what their soul needs, what their heart needs, what their mind needs, what they, how to value themselves. And all of that helps them to love themselves unconditionally and feel incredibly confident. And it changes their whole lives.
I mean, what more could you ask
Yeah,
for, right?
it's really. I just connected actually before our call today with a former client, and I mean, she's just like, beaming through the, practically through the Zoom lens here, about how her life has changed and everything since then. So it's
Yeah, there's so much outward focus. I feel like, very much like with your journey from corporate to working in, EFT tapping and health. There's so much outward focus. I think that, people don't even know whether they love themselves or not because they're not taking the time to stop and be like, "Oh, what's going on?"
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah, I mean, I remember a time when I was like, I don't even know what I value, I didn't know. I thought I did. But then when somebody asked the question, I'm like, I don't know. What do I value? So, learning that helped change the dynamics in my relationships and, learn how to respect myself. And I mean, just so many things have come from this.